Hi everyone. So today I'm going to show you some of my past purchases in crystals from Wish. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy with the stuff that they buy, whether they've gotten fake crystals or their items never showed up. If you've never ordered from Wish, traditionally items are shipped from China and they usually take like a month or two to arrive. Um, so far, everything of mine that I've ordered, as far as crystals go, have actually been real, which is nice. Um, so, and these items were actually purchased at the end of last year in 2019. But I figured I would go ahead and do a little video since I did get some good quality items. And then in the description, I'm going to put down the name of the Wish store, the seller that I bought from. And I've got a couple small mentions over here too. I also buy some crystals from the Zulily app. Um, they get crystals, and basically what they do, they've got all sorts of different brands and every day they come in and there's like 20 different brands and they've got stuff that are on sale, and then the next day, like, they're gone. And I bought a few things from them. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and show these first. I don't remember the prices, but they weren't terribly expensive. So this is one of my favorite pieces. It is a pyrite heart, good size. It's got some sparkles in there. And I think this heart was probably, I mean, it was definitely less than 20. It was probably like $15, I think. And it's a good size. I also bought this, I think it's called an celestial, but it's a little amethyst point. Once again, my Zulily purchases are not expensive, but I just wanted to go ahead and add them onto this video, because aside from crystals, I also do jewelry, witchy things, pendulums, like a pendulum stand, pendulum boards, other types of things, and jewelry. I ordered this back in April, and it just arrived in my mailbox today. Since I'm gonna show a couple Zulily things, might as well show it. It's not exactly witchy, but I am really into dragons, and it is supposedly a leather, I think it's a leather bracelet, and that's gold plated. It's got the dragon on it, so it's pretty neat. And I've seen that for sale on there a couple times. Now for my Wish purchases, I am going to go a little bit slower because I'm in the Wish app on my phone, and I'm actually going to tell you how much I paid for each of these. So this is the first one on my list. This large, beautiful point. It's quite large. I normally set it down on its side like this. That's normally how I display it. So it says here, and this was from China. It says it was 700 grams, and I just weighed it on my own scale, and it was 644 grams. I'm sure they just have a bunch within like a range. So that's fine, but I mean, relatively accurate in terms of the size. And it's listed as a natural smoky citrine quartz crystal point. I don't have, and I know that smoky citrine is kind of expensive and hard to find. I don't know if this is actually a smoky citrine or if it is just a smoky quartz. Go if you think it's one or the other, let me know in the comments. I know I said on my first video, I mean, I've collected crystals for 20 years, but more is just kind of oh, that's pretty, I'm just going to buy it and stick it somewhere and display it. And I am still learning how to identify all of mine, aside from a few basic ones. So, and I paid $25 for the 644 gram point, and $12 shipping. Now the next thing on here this is really large, is this beautiful septarian sphere. This is huge. This is, I believe it's well over 100 millimeters. I didn't weigh it though. I paid $27 plus $27 for the sphere plus $12 shipping. And it is so varied. It looks really cool. I love this. And actually, I'm going to pop this in here because I just got it like last week. This is my new pewter crystal ball stand I got off an Etsy shop. So, and it's got 3 dragons. Looks super cool. I normally keep my amethyst one on there, but okay. And that was also from China. This is next. I've got a fluorite obelisk or wand, or tower, whatever you want to call it. Some people call them different things. And this says it is 700 grams, $27 plus $12 shipping. And some of these I think I did purchase from the same shop. There's the bottom of it. You know, these are quite heavy. I mean, they are definitely real. So just because you buy stuff on Wish doesn't mean it's going to come as glass, doesn't mean it's going to be resin. Definitely check the reviews before you buy stuff, if there are any. Read, look at all the photos. I have noticed that some of the sellers, they'll, you really got to pay attention because they normally list things in terms of millimeters for sphere size, and everything else they'll list in grams. So I typically have like a gram to pound calculator and a millimeters to inches, because things vary widely, and when you go in there, you can normally pick like what size you want, and the price kind of changes by a couple dollars. Because I've seen some where people have gotten them and they're like the size of a marble, but then if you select a different option, you'll get one that's, decently sized. So just keep that in mind when you're buying stuff there. And of course, if you do and you buy some cool stuff, go back and leave a review so that everybody else knows that that's a good place to shop that has reliable crystals. This is an obsidian. This is it the tallest? Yes, this is the tallest. This says it's 500 grams. I kind of feel like it weighs, oh wait, no it's not. This is 1,000 grams. I say because it feels a lot heavier than that. This is obsidian. I love this. It's so pretty. And I paid $29.70 and $12 shipping. I think we've got a trend here with the $12 shipping. And still all of these are all still from China. There's some vendors from elsewhere too, but as long as you're honest with yourself, not to expect like a 1-week shipping, I think you're good. Next is this beautiful Amethyst Sphere. I love this. It's got some neat like inclusions or whatever. It's got some white and it's got like some rusty red areas. This is what I normally have on top of that, the dragon holder. I paid $14.40 for this, and $9 shipping. Now I just want to show you the difference when you're selecting your sizes. You see this? And I mean, this is still, I would probably consider palm size. I mean, it is, I've got small hands, but it is the size of my palm. The septarian is much, much larger. And still, when compared with American prices, if you were to buy the same thing at a gem store or, online at some retailers, if they weren't like wholesale, then you would probably be paying triple the amount. You may be paying like $50 or more for something of this size, depending on where you're at. So, I mean, to pay, you know, 20 or 30 bucks for something, and then if you find a store that actually has some nice product, it's, in my opinion, it's kind of worth the risk. This one is a Labradorite, another tower or a wand or an obelisk, if I'm pronouncing that right. This one has some really gorgeous flash. Some really pretty colors in there. And you can tell, look how big it is. I mean, this is huge. This one, it's in the 1,000 gram range, and I paid a little bit more. I paid $34.20 plus $12 shipping. Sorry, every time I go back, it takes me to the top of my orders. And like I said, these were from last year. So I've also ordered a variety of like jewelry and stuff. I got some amethyst and silver rings, which were actually free. So occasionally they'll give you like a free gift, and they were completely free, and they are definitely real. They're stamped 925 silver. Very pretty. And I've also gotten some stuff that is like crazy cheap and breaks like the first time you wear it. And I'm not even sure where some of that stuff is. I also got this large Ammonite piece. For some reason, it's not showing up in my Wish orders. Has a little sticker, says made in Madagascar, which is where many of them come from. But this is really large. It's a nice thick slice too. I keep this on a stand on my bookshelf. You can see how big it is compared to my face. It's quite large. And once again, I'm sure I paid less than $20 for this, as with most things, unless it's like super crazy big and I'm willing to fork out like a bunch of money. So yeah, these are my Wish purchases from last year, and I've got a bunch of things, some new crystals, another wand, and a large red sphere coming in, and some witchy pins from Wish, and I've got a couple orders placed with the AliExpress, so who knows when they're going to come in, if it's going to be June or July, but I will be making another video for those. And next week, I'm going to be doing a huge crystal haul from an American crystal shop that's owned by a friend of mine. So I would love it if you would stop by and take a look at my crystal haul video. Thanks. Bye.